Hey everybody, welcome back to my relic room. I got to thinking, I don't think I've ever given y'all a tour of my relic room and shown y'all, everything that I've done in here. So stay tuned, I'm gonna give y'all a official tour of the relic room. All right, so here's the outside of it. It's just a 10 by 12 building. Me and my wife built it. We built it ourselves. We got a 2-foot porch on the front. And we got an old, we formed up a little concrete step to go in. And I put some little relics, things that I found over the years inside the concrete. And then a piece of a railroad that I found when I was magnet fishing. And then over here, old brick that I found at a house place. An eagle that I got at a flea market. And these brackets here, my wife and I made. Hold up the eave on the front porch there. I got me a razorback Woo Pig Suey. It's just the outside of it there. It's just stuff that just a plan that we came up with on our own. We didn't have a actual written plan or a drawn out plan for it. Just kind of did it in our head. Turned out pretty good, but that's where I edit my videos. I got a little heater and air conditioner in there, electricity to it. I got my little fines in there, and where I do my videos. So let's walk in and take a look at everything here. All right, as we walk in the door, we got the neon sign that says the Relic Room. Right above that, if you look and see, I used to do a lot of deer hunting. That's all my trophies. The one right there, that's my first deer, little 3-point. All right, so coming from that, we got some bottles that I've collected over the years. The one there on the far left there, I found that one. I believe that's an old bleach bottle. And then these here, I found all these. And then right above those, that's all the tags that I found, dog tags and other type of tags, key fobs, that sort of thing. And then over here is all keys. And of course I like pirates. I like treasure and I like pirates, and that's my little bit of pirate decor. I got a little bit more in here in this case. A little bit of pirate stuff up there, stuff that I found at flea markets, and of course I found that little piece of a lantern, and then these Coke bottles that I found, and then of course these 2 bottles here, I found them. And then this down here is empty. I need to fill that up with stuff that I found. I've got this old, you can read it there, military atlas of the Civil War. It's got different maps of places that there was Civil War battles. I got my little heater that heats my little Relic room. And by the way, my Relic room, if I hadn't mentioned it, it's a 10 by 12 room. It's not that big, but you know, it's big enough for my collection of stuff. And I like little treasure chests that I put my finds in. There's a couple axes that I found, and a jar to, you know, put whatever in. And then up here I've got some things that I found. Of course, I find, you know, little different things like this that I find out, you know, animal type stuff. You know, it's a turtle shell that I found. And then I've got this old military ammo pouch. It's leather. And then military cartridge ammo box. And then a few things from the flea market that my wife's found for me. She found me that's an old safe, or I say safe, a bank, a little, you know, coin bank type thing. Looks like a safe. And then I found that's a little old radio. And then of course I found this bucket. That's got all the coins in it, the old coins that I found, the clad that I found that I can't run through Coin Store. I just throw them in there. And then other little things. That's thimbles that I found. And I found an old thimble display to put them on. And this is the neat bottle caps that I found over the years. Of course, that little triangle back there, that's all those are Old Crow. And then these are, you know, some old Pyrex and different sort of things. Just bottle caps that I thought were neat and I didn't want to throw away. They're older and just thought they were neat looking. And of course my shelves, you know, I made all my shelves. I made them out of some cast iron pipe and little flanges that I screwed to the wall. And then I think I found these old shelf brackets at a flea market or something like that, and I screwed them up. And then of course this shelf I found. My mom, she bought me that sign. She had it made online for me. Let's go over this way. This is an old display that I found at a flea market, and I filled it up with stuff that I've dug. Some old bottles that I've dug out of, you know, looking for a target that I found, and happened to be a trash pit or something like that, and had some old bottles in it. Different little items that I found over the years. And when I'm at the flea markets, I like to find, if I find a little antique metal detector or something like that, I'll grab it. I believe that's an old White's metal detector right there. Nugget Master, I think's what it says. I think that's a White's, I can't remember. This is stuff that my mom found, all this. I made this little display for her. I think the neatest thing in there is that little centerpiece right there. That's a sterling silver watch case that she dug up. That's one of her better finds that she's found over the years. And then this is just a display case with some of the neat old silverware that I found. And then I found this silverware display case, or this display, whatever you want to call it, that I've loaded up with stuff. And the two on the right, the one on the bottom and the one on the top, both of those are sterling silver. And then that's some old stuff that my wife found for me at the flea market, some old decorations right there. That axe and things like that. And that's a piece of art by a friend of mine, Bill Bailey. He painted that. Old picture of an old barn. And he gave me that old compass metal detector right there. And then I found this old bounty hunter metal detector. I found it at a yard sale. Actually, the one right there, I found two of them at it was flea markets, not a yard sale. I found 2 of them, and at 2 different flea markets, and both of them were, you know, missing this and that, and I made one good one out of the 2 older ones that I found. And then above that is a newer compass metal detector that a friend of mine gave to me. And of course, I'm from Arkansas, so woo pig suey. And again, I like pirate stuff. Another old, like, I think that's an old bounty hunter metal detector. I don't know that it's that old, but I just like the way it looks, so I got it. And then a friend of mine, Dale Harris, he gave me that old White's metal detector. And then this is some of my things that I've collected and found over the years. We'll start down here at the bottom. The 2 crocodiles were from a flea market, and the 2 animal skulls there, I'm not sure what they are. I found them while I was out digging. And all those turtle shells, along with that first one I showed you, I found them while I was out digging. And all this stuff right here, my buddy Dale Harris, he's found that. He gave that to me to put in my relic room here. And he gave me that mug right there. He goes by Silent Digger. And that's more stuff that I've, you know, porcelain pieces of old jars, cannon jars, and then some stuff that I found at flea markets, and then some other old bottles and jars that I've dug up over the years. And then that's a printer's type tray that you put different, you know, the letters and stuff from the old printing presses that they use, the little letter presses. That's different things that I found over the years that I stuck in that. And this here's a display box of old locks that I found, and pocket knives. And this is a little display of old cars that I found. I think all the ones on top are all Tootsie Toys. And then the ones here are, you know, Matchbox and Tootsie Toy, I think. And just the neat old cars that I found. And up there, my grandpa, that's his flag from his casket. He was in World War II. He was a Marine sergeant, drill sergeant. And that was his flag that was on his casket when he passed away. And then a compass of the, a globe. And then just some different neat little decorations I found over the years. My father-in-law, he painted that painting right there. And then of course, like I showed you before, that's an old metal detector. And then I found this old 2-box coil at a flea market, so I had to snatch that up. It's an old Garrett Bloodhound. And then again, that's another painting that my father-in-law painted. And then some stuff that my wife found for me. She found me that old buffalo nickel plaque. And then just some stuff that I've hung up over the years again. And then my light switch, of course, it's pirate themed. And I don't have my computer in here, but this is where I do my videos. And those skulls right there, that's where I put all my wheat cents that I find. It's pretty big and it's pretty heavy, full of wheat cents. And then, of course, that sign right there, I don't have it lit up right now because it's daylight out and you wouldn't be able to see it good, but a buddy of mine, Dale, he Silent Digger, he had that made for me. My daughter, she got me that that microscope with the video camera on it, so I could look at, you know, different coins and stuff, look at the details and the dates and things. Of course, my wife found me that old stamps. She found me that at a flea market. That's neat. And then up here is another display case of things that I found over the years. Let me try to open that. There's a glare on it. You can't really see what's in it. Different old house site things and stuff that I found at old house places. Some old jars, bottles and things like that. Neat little things. I thought that was a neat thing. That's from a Dodge Brothers car. And of course that's from like a Ford Model T, and that one's from a Ford Model T. Different neat little things that I found over the years. Oh, this is kind of neat and something you don't see a lot of. This is a whistle. This is a boatman's whistle, I believe. You blow in that. That was an odd find that I found. Now I can't get the case to close. I'm just gonna set it right here for now. See if I can't close that. No, I can't close it now. Anyway, a couple of other old metal detectors that I found at a flea market. That's an old like Radio Shack metal detector like I started with, that my mom had. She taught me how to metal detect with. And then this is an old, I think that's an old bounty hunter. It's a neat old metal detector. And I found that old Garrett right there. I found that at a flea market. It's an old Garrett BFO machine. And then my buddy Dale Harris, he gave me that Garrett GTA 1000. And then I collect cannons. You can see the cannons, you know, all the cannons. I got several of the same, a couple different ones. And then I collect bells. And I got a bell there, Liberty bells there. They're all the same ones. They should look like that one. That one had a, you know, a little stand where you can swing it back and forth, but these are missing the stand. A couple old jars I found, and of course there's an old minesweeper. And then my books, different type of books that, you know, might be helpful. That's Civil War book, Civil War. That's Treasures to Find in Arkansas. Different type of things like that. It's a book about pirates. See, I got here's a Albert's. I got the Albert's button book there. Different books about, you know, coins and stuff. Different treasure hunting type books. Some things that my wife found me at a yard sale. Different boxes to put things in. And other books here. All right, so this is pretty much my top shelf here is this side here is all Civil War stuff. A couple of heel plates, and I got I believe that's part of a spur, and that's a sword hanger. This is part of a powder flask, musket balls. These are the better three ringer type. You know, they're not all three ringers, excuse me, but all different Civil War bullets there. And harmonica reeds, and we got this part of a sword hanger. And then my mom found this. This is really probably her best find. That's half of a tongue and wreath Civil War buckle. And then this was a part of a bit boss. Found that at a Civil War site. Too bad I don't have the centerpiece that shows you what it was. And then of course this is a scarificator or a bleeder box, the lid to that. And then somewhere in there's my buttons. A lot of the buttons back there that I don't know if you can see them. There's right there's my artillery, Confederate artillery button. And moving over, we got our World War I and World War II finds on this side. Got a couple of dog tags that I found, and collar pins and different buttons. Some neat little things that I found over the years. And then down here is just different buckles that I found that I thought were neat. I threw in here. And then I tried to decorate the back of it up a little bit with, you know, Civil War type looking things, just to make it look good. And there's my Garrett machines that I have right now at the time. Got the AT Pro and the AT Max, and of course I got my Equinox in the house, and that's a 6-inch coil, or the 5-inch coil for the Equinox, whatever it is. And that's I got the 13-inch coil for the Garrett machines, and a couple of the extra Garrett AT 8.5 by 11 coils, and I got the Viper coil for my Apex, which my mom has at the moment. Another Canon right there. Canon over there. This is an old table I found on Facebook Marketplace. I thought was neat. Goes good in my Relic room. I got my rug that I found. Of course, I just got it at the store. Got a good deal on it. My Diggin bucket. All right, well, here's my work table. I got my little magnifying glass where I look at things, some lights, different drawers where I put my tools. This is some stuff that I ain't decided what I want to do with yet. And different tools that I got hanging up. Of course, I got my decals and things up there. Some other things that I found. I thought this was neat when I started my YouTube channel years ago. Well, you can see it. My daughter, she made me that sign when I hit 500 subscribers on my YouTube channel. She made me that, and I think she was probably, oh shoot, she was probably 10 or 12 years old. I don't know. She was young when she made that. That just made me feel real good that she made that. She just thought of me and thought, I'm gonna make you that. And then of course that's a cup she made in art class, and some old bricks that I found at some house places. And I do play video games, and this is a Vault Boy from the Fallout series with a metal detector. And I think that's pretty much all my stuff. Let me show you my treasure box here. This was my grandma's jewelry box, and of course I'm missing the latch that was on there. It was gone. Let's see what's in these drawers. Top drawer is just like modern tokens right there, and like modern costume jewelry that I found, and just junk type jewelry that I decided to keep. In this drawer here, I got an old pocket watch case and a couple bracelets that I found at an old house that I used to live in. It was built in the 50s. And then this is empty. I need to find some stuff to put in here. This one here. Alright, so the one on the far right, that's old Indian head cents and different nickels, like buffalo nickels and V nickels and 2-cent pieces. And then in the center one there, I think that's all clad like $50 and stuff like that. I think I got a peso in there or something. Maybe no, I don't have a peso in there, but that's all clad type more modern type coins. And then over here is foreign coins that I found. Some of them are old, some of them are more modern. And right here, this is the rings that the good rings that I found. These are all sterling silver, I believe. And this is silver coins. That's silver quarters, different kinds. That's all, I believe that's all mercury dimes. And this here's seeded dimes. And that's 4 nickels, Roosevelt dimes. I got a $50 there. And then there's a Philippine silver 20 centavos. And then a standing Liberty quarter and a Barber quarter. I think I said that's a Franklin half right there. And that's some silver jewelry that I found stuck in this box. And this is silver, not jewelry, but this is just like silver, and this is gold. Just different types of jewelry and trinkets and things. And then this is junk rings. And over here, this is the stuff that I found this year. So far, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I lost count. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 wheat cents. Walking Liberty half. Mercury dime. Got another Chinese coin. Got a World War II button. And then a copper ring. That's the stuff that I found this year. So far. So, you know, it's only May. But anyway, that's my relic room. A couple things that I did forget to show. So anytime I dig up a state quarter, I found this state quarter map and I stick it in there. And my goal is to dig up all the state quarters. And I've got most of them. There's a few that I'm missing. And then there's a neat display right there that's got old padlocks in it. And then another little display there that's got like makeup compacts and that sort of thing, lipstick tube cases. And then over here I got some different things. Little copper rounds on this one, and then that was the silver dollar that my grandpa carried in his pocket all the time. And then Coin Spill Bill gave me that silver round. And then my buddy Dale Harris, he had that coin there made for me. I thought that was neat. And then my father-in-law made me the sign. And I think that's I think that covers it all now. Pretty sure. I don't think I showed this maybe. I got a few horseshoes and a couple clothes irons, axe head, double-headed axe head. I believe that's it. Well, I hope you enjoyed the tour of my relic room. I know there's not a whole lot of stuff here, but you know, it's just some of the neat stuff that I thought I'd like to display. Anytime that y'all want to leave a comment or anything like that, I really enjoy reading your comments on the videos. So if you haven't liked or subscribed, if you enjoy this type of video, please like and subscribe. It doesn't cost a dime to subscribe to my channel, but it helps me out. Helps me get more views anyway, because you know my channel is unmonetized, so I don't make any money off my videos or anything like that. I just really enjoy you know, talking with you people with the comments and stuff that y'all leave and things like that. So I really appreciate it if you would. So anyway, until next time, y'all dig deep and stay dirty.